Expectation. All right, I want you to introduce this because this was kind of your thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh shit. All right.
Your take, cameraman.
Because I was watching a video on YouTube, and the conversation was talking about the guy was talking about one of his female friends, and she likes to say that she cannot date a man unless he earns at least like 250,000 a year, kind of thing. And the guy, he was saying that it's kind of crazy that people think like that or whatever, but this woman legit only dates guys that way. It always happens. Like that's what is it, that those are the type of guys that are attracted to her. So it always happens, kind of thing. So it's like, is that wrong to say that? Like, you know, like if you were dating someone, I use the example, like if they had a master's degree or a bachelor's degree, and you dated your last 3 girlfriends all had master's or bachelor's degree, are you dating someone only a high school diploma or an associate's degree? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Could you quote unquote downgrade? You know what I'm saying? Or you have to have that woman that has that kind of qualification to even get the interview with you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what does that have to do with anything, though?
This is what I'm saying. It's like that's your qualifications.
Like what does her degree have to do with the relationship at hand? Yeah. How does that affect the relationship?
So then it doesn't affect the relationship. Oh, do you feel like it does?
Like on a job posting, it has list of qualifications. You might need a woman with a college degree.
Are we talking about a job or a relationship?
A relationship is a job.
Yeah, but
it's a full-time job.
Okay, so I guess if that's your requirement, then she would need to have that.
I don't care. Everyone has some sort of standards or types for their partner. Do you want a woman that's not educated? It doesn't matter. Common sense is different, but she needs to have some sort of education. Like, you need to be able to have a conversation with this woman. Do you want a woman that dress raggedy, that doesn't have any sense of style? Do you want a woman that's not cultured, where she doesn't enjoy music of different genres?
But having a degree doesn't say that you have all these things. I know a bunch of people that have degrees that are fucking dumb.
Different things together. I'm not just saying that degree. I'm using degree as an example of a requirement.
All right, well, boom. Cut. Because, all right, I have a master's degree.
I have no degree.
Right, and we're able to have intellectual conversations.
We do.
Right, so it's like, I don't really see what a degree...
Because you're just only hearing the degree part. I'm using that as an example of a requirement.
All right, so you just mean in general.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. I'm using the degree as an example.
It's not that specific.
No.
It's just an example.
Okay.
My ex-girlfriend was like a fucking model and she dressed amazing. I can't deal with someone that can't dress for shit.
Okay.
Those are things.
Okay.
I'm not like that. I don't have expectations. Like, I'm like a fresh draft, start fresh type of guy. Mm-hmm. Like if I'm gonna go to a new person, I'm not gonna be looking for the old shit in the new person. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a whole different person that you're dealing with.
Like, why I'm not with this person anymore? Why am I looking for similarities and shit like that?
I agree.
It's human nature, but
go ahead.
It's like, bro, we trying to grow. Like, we ain't trying to be caught up in the past.
I think as you date, you decide what you did like, though. Like, dating is like trial and error. So it's like, okay, I like this about this person.
You don't know what you like yet.
I didn't like that about this person. So maybe the next person, I don't want them to do this or that.
Bits and pieces.
Right.
Okay.
But you still can't go your whole life comparing other people.
Are those expectations, though? Those are just like preferences.
Those are preferences, yeah. Expectations, see, expectations could really...
I don't have expectations.
What's the word? Like, decrease the dating pool if you have these really high expectations.
Yeah.
And then you're probably potentially cutting off someone who could really be great for you.
Dramatically.
But because they don't make over $100,000 or because they don't have that degree or because they don't dress a certain way, you're already writing them off. Yeah. But it's like, at the end of the day, when you guys are in bed together in your PJs, does it really matter what he's wearing if he's supportive and he's there for you and he's supporting you emotionally? And I don't know.
I feel like it's not good to go into anything with expectations, because you just leaving the possibility of getting disappointed very high.
True.
I feel like no expectations, no disappointments. Yeah. And that might be a fucked up way to live, because then it's like you won't have expectations in anything. But it's just like, have expectations for you.
How is it a fucked up way to live, though?
It's a fucked up way to live because...
nothing excites you, I guess.
You should... like, there's this thing going around, like, apply pressure. Like, if you really want something and something's worth it, like, you would go above and beyond for it. So then you go into the dating world with that mentality of like, well, if I'm worth it to you, you're going to do this and you're going to do that. And you make this person kind of like live to an expectation that they probably can't fulfill. And that doesn't make them a bad person, but it's just like, why are you placing your expectations on this person? Like, why don't you just try to be the best version of you? And then you'll attract the best version for you.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, why are you placing your expectations on someone else? Like, they didn't ask for that. They didn't ask to have these expectations. They didn't ask to live up to that. And sometimes people let you know exactly who they are from jump, but because you are so stuck in your own, no, you have to be like this, and I want you to fit what I want you to be. It's just like, why are you putting that on them?
You're not putting it on them though. You're putting on yourself. You already know what you're just gonna make you happy in a relationship.
Right. So then you just don't fuck with them. But you
This
can't
is what I'm
expect them to live up to that if they can't.
You're not expecting them.
Right.
So before you even fuck with them on a relationship tip, you're having that conversation. Well, wait, how much do you make a year? You know, where do you work? These sort of questions. Okay, you don't meet my requirements. You're not up to my standards of what I want.
Then walk away.
This is what I'm saying. So that's where it is. Like, cause this, like that example, she was dealing. It was like that was like initial conversation kind of thing. Like, oh, what's your kind of annual income? Okay, you're not qualified to be with me, kind of thing.
Like
So this is exactly what I'm saying. It's like being in a relationship. We all been in a relationship. It's a full-time job.
I get that, but I don't think you should go into it like, all right, I'm about to do this interview and I'm about to interview.
That's what that sounds like.
Well, you have to.
I don't think so. I don't think so, bro.
Okay.
I don't think so. Like,
But let me give you an example, right?
okay.
You're dating a female for a year. Now, you guys just start. You just like, you know what? Let me just see where this goes. A year into this relationship, you realize like, damn, she just wants to smoke and drink all day. I don't want to do that. I want to read and go on adventures, kind of thing. Now, if you had this conversation at the beginning of this relationship to see where her mindset was at, you wouldn't be in this year-long relationship now trying to figure out how can you get out of this, because you already had this conversation up front. You already know. Or if she did earn $100,000 a year or whatever it is, and you're already earning somewhere around there, and you're thinking about possibly buying a home, starting a business, how are you going to do that with someone that's only doing like $20,000? It's not in that same mind state as you. So this is what I mean when I'm talking about like requirements for dating.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Why would you want to date someone that, like, if my last relationship, she had a master's degree, she was goal driven, oriented, and I go back and revert to someone that, like, say only has a high school diploma, has maybe started school, dropped out of school, or had a job, quit a job. Like, she doesn't have a drive. She's always starting something and ending it.
So wait, don't you think that, let's say if you don't do the interview and you're just feeling it out, don't you think at some point you realize like, damn, like I don't even mesh with this person? At that point, you still have the choice to be like, yo, yeah, I don't feel like this is going anywhere. Let's cut it off. It's still the same thing.
It is. However,
it's just a matter of you really like putting your foot down, like when it really matters. Like, yo, this is not working. Got to cut it off. It don't matter how. It don't matter the pros of the situation. Like, this shit is just not gonna work. And if you notice that, you got to cut it off. I feel like it's the same thing. I agree with you, but I feel like it can go either way. It can go both ways.
So I would say, how often you think it starts where you start off in a relationship with someone, just feeling it out. Maybe you guys have great physical chemistry with each other.
Right.
And then,
or the vibe is probably just good.
The vibe is good initially, but then when it starts getting deeper under the surface, it's like, wait, but you're already like I said, like a year.
It's too deep.
You're too deep. Someone has a little bit more feelings, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why you got to have serious conversations up front.
I get that.
And you know what you want.
You can have those conversations along that journey, though, of you just filling it out. That's still.
It's gonna come. Okay, because all right. Well, both of what I'm hearing from you and you is like what really matters is
communication.
Well, not only, well, yeah, of course, because that's how you find out. But I'm thinking more so the qualities this person has. It's not that you make. It doesn't matter if you make 100,000 or 20,000. Are you ambitious? Because your ambition is really what's gonna drive you to do more and accomplish more. Are you motivated? Now, if you're making 100,000, to me, if you're making 100,000, but like you don't want to own anything, you're not ambitious, you're not goal driven, you kind of just want to lay around and you're comfortable and content with your life. To me, that's unattractive. Like, you're not even trying to be better mentally or spiritually or physically. Like, to me, I don't know. That's a turn off. But like, if you're making 20,000 and you're ambitious and you want to accomplish all these things, and I see you going out and like trying and trying to like work hard and get certain things for yourself, to me, that's attractive. But that doesn't have anything to do with the amount of money you make. That's just you have positive qualities that I like in you.
All right. So then I got a follow up to that. That person that's making 20,000, that's ambitious, has a dream, but he's been making 20,000 for 10 years. Had this dream for 10 years.
What's the dream?
But I'm just saying,
that's the thing too. It gotta be realistic.
His dreams, he's not advancing. There's no progression with it. He's just still there, working hard, show some drive, but he's not. He doesn't have the the plan. Like, so then it's like, wow.
Yeah, that's a downer.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta be realistic. That's another quality you should have. Be realistic. Like, I'm not gonna date someone who's like 40 trying to be a rapper.
I wasn't even trying to say a rapper,
but I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, that's not realistic to me. I don't know.
That's what you don't feel, as Denzel. You don't feel like you should always try to strive to do better with every relationship. So if you dated someone, you don't want someone that you feel is maybe better than that person, or you don't want to downgrade. You want to at least upgrade.
I feel like you should always try to upgrade.
Yeah.
You should always try to grow from a situation.
Exactly. So this is also along the point why I said the degree as an example.
Yeah.
That's still. You're at least there. You don't want to
down. Yeah,
it's a piece of paper. Yes.
It's a terrible example.
It's a bad example. I feel like I would upgrade in just how we are as a couple: the respect, the communication, the honesty, the love, the intimacy, the maturity. Thank you. Like,
that's the shit that really like
yes
makes that's really the foundation of it. That's
how I feel about it too. That's to me is an upgrade.
Like, don't get me wrong. The fucking what do you say? The degree? That's a plus. You know what I'm saying? I guess, but it's just like, I guess for your career wise, I guess for career choices, I guess.
So I give two examples: a person with a degree, with their own business, with no degree. Excuse me, no degree. They have their own business. They have a career. They're doing something. Versus, and then that's a different example. So that to me that equates to like that master's degree. You still have something.
It all depends on the mindset.
Correct. Now, a person with no degree. And
no drive.
They're just working.
Yeah. Or the person with a degree who just like didn't get a job in their degree, and they're just.
Yeah. That's where it kind of differs.
Yeah, that's
that's a downgrade to me. Now the first person I said, then that you can look at it because school's not the end all be all.
Right. It's not.
You can still work with it.
Or if there's a will, there's a way.
Correct. So that's what I mean by like downgrade. You don't want to downgrade to someone completely.
That's true.
That's true. Like, wow, now I was in a relationship that was more of a partnership. We were working together with things. Now I'm like this person's parent.
Yeah.
Like I have a child, but I'm in a relationship. That's what I'm getting.
All right, let me throw a wrench in there.
Good.
All right, you said downgrade, right?
Yes.
I feel like it's all about perspective. Right? So let's say you had this one chick, she was one way. Right? And damn, man. Get it to the couch.
Sorry.
Damn. Out of all the places it could have fallen, it just right in there. Like.
But so all right, you said downgrade, right? Let's say you had this chick who was like, she was valid, like you might have fumbled the ball and you lost her or whatever. Mm-hmm. And you got this other chick, she's nothing like this chick. But she don't even compare to what you had. Who's to say it's a downgrade if you're now in tune with what you really don't want? This is not what you want, what you had before, but now you're more in tune with what you don't want. That's more knowledge for the brain. You know what you don't want going forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say you meet someone and it's not really, it's not really going nowhere. You may just have fun with them, right? This is not going anywhere.
Yeah.
But going forward that's not what you're not going to accept that.
You're just gaining more information for the next person. I get it. That's what dating really is.
Gathering data.
Yeah. So what's the question?
I'm saying who's to say it's a downgrade if
I feel like it's still a downgrade a little bit. It's a little bit of a reach.
Because that situation is a little different. You're just talking about maybe a dating kind of thing. Rebound kind of situation, it sounds like.
That sounds like a rebound.
That situation. Just what you're describing sounds more like a rebound. Just like, okay, I just need to get over this person. Let me just get what I can get.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're right.
Nah, I mean a serious. That's what I'm talking about. Like something serious. Someone that you taking home to your mom. Someone that, like, if you ran into your ex, you're proud that you ran into your ex with this person. Like, okay, I can show her off, and I'm not like, damn. She goes back.
Let's go the other way.
She goes back and tells her best friend, oh damn.
Y'all really care about that?
I mean,
running into your ex and being proud that you're who you with.
Honestly, I don't think I care.
I don't give
because
a fuck.
I feel like if I choose you as my partner, I've already done like the screening process. Like, you're already good for me, despite what anybody else may think. I chose you, so like, fuck it.
No, people believe that. You wanna, if you run into, you don't want someone that.
Yeah, but like at the end of the day, you know what you and that person have behind closed doors. Fuck your ex. Like, your ex don't know what the fuck y'all have. And who's to say
that who I'm with is my significant other?
Mm-hmm. That's true too.
Oh, well, yeah,
that's very true.
That's a possibility.
Because depending on the type of time that you and your ex is on, y'all may run into each other and not say nothing to each other, and y'all just got to make that assumption that, all right, whoever they're
that
out
could be
with,
his girlfriend, his friend, his cousin, his sister, his whoever. I mean, she'll probably know
so
if it was
it's
your
just
sister
like,
or not, but
it's all speculation at the end of the day.
All I'm gonna say about that,
I can't care about that.
All I'm gonna say about that is, if you don't have a degree, that's okay.
It's all
and if
about
you have
where your mindset
one,
is
that's
at.
okay too. Yes, it's about mindset.